Hi, welcome to Soul Food Ministries and Outreach. I'm Henriette Hobson. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the focus of this channel, which is No More Jim Crow. And welcome to everything that we do here, which is gardening, crafting, sharing the love of Jesus is the main thing. But we do just a little bit of everything. And everything that I do, it's all to the glory of God. I like to, when I get a new piece of equipment, to show it because a lot of women are not on there. Some, there's some real diehards. I'm telling you, they're good. But I'm just putting my little 2 cents in to help out with women that like to do their own. Definitely going to save some money, and may have to do. Okay, and things are going, kind of left. I don't want to use even left or right. You can't even say that anymore. Excuse me. It's out of the frame. But things are just sort of going in different directions where people are not as secure in their finances and different things now. So anyway, I have been wanting a pressure washer for years. So finally, my husband got me one. We went and bought one together once, and it was just one of the, like ground level, and it didn't have any pressure really. I don't even know how many feet it is, driveway, circle drive, porch, concrete porch, additional driveway we put on it, plus a garage pad to drive on and put the cars in. And when we purchased and was blessed by the Lord to get a Sprinter van, Mercedes Sprinter, we needed somewhere to park it that it wouldn't fit under the porticature, which is the breezeway between the in-laws, they call it in-laws quarters, an additional garage, and the roof is not tall enough. So, all things as men would listen to women at least sometimes, you wouldn't have so many problems. I told my husband we were building this house to build those up so that I knew I wanted an RV. I've been asking the Lord for an RV, even though this is not an RV, but it is my version of an RV. Because I really, by the time now, I have gotten, just, I don't want to have to fight with where to park. Even though there's still an issue with where to park. You can park in what I have is a smaller one. It is not built out yet. I love it though. I love it. I'm telling you, I don't even drive my Porsche anymore. I like sitting up high, and I like the big windows. I like looking at the elements, and as I'm driving the trees, and now fall is coming, I'm really excited about that. But so anyway, we had to put an additional driveway, and now we're having to build the roof up on one of the garages that we have in order to get this big. I mean, it's still very large to handle in comparison to any vehicle, normal car, even SUV that you have. And so you don't anticipate a lot of things. Like one of the things was, well, first of all, when we went to Washington, D.C. to the Cherry Blossom Festival, there are no hotels that have parking garages and places to park that's tall enough. This thing runs about 10 feet, 10 to 10 and a half feet to, in height. And garages, especially on the East Coast, that's a very, old world, whatever. And so, 7 feet was like the tallest that we saw anywhere. So we had to find the only one spot, which was 15 blocks away from where we were at a hotel room. And we had to walk, which was good. It was okay because it gave us good exercise. And there was plenty of security guards and police officers, and it was just wonderful. You could walk and did not feel unsafe. That's the reason why I know that all of this going on is not all true. Now, I grant you, I wasn't in the hood, but regardless, it was really, really safe feeling, and we were safe. Nothing at all bad happened. As a matter of fact, there were security, in crevices along the side of the street, where you walk by them and their security guard or police officer is just like, hey, But it was comforting. Anyway, trying to get this thing washed and clean is a challenge. There are no places to really clean them. I tried going to one of the only car wash that I found that was tall enough to accept the height of it. The machines ate so much money up, and it was just a mess. A mess. So then, it leaves spots everywhere. Now, I haven't washed it yet, but I've sent it. We found a place that these youngsters that work there was willing to wash it for, I forget how much money it was $40 or something like that. The rims weren't clean, all of that. And it's like, no. Even when the shine was put on the bumper edges and what have you, it was smeared over onto. It just was not, and I'm just like, you know what? I can do bad all by myself. So anyway, plus, I need this for, power washing the decks and everything else. Long overdue, but I have it, and I thank God for it. Okay, so we just leave that alone. Now, I wanted to just show you what it is. I've never used it. I've looked it up on YouTube to, kind of get a feel of, watching it be broke down and shown how. And so here I am. Okay, this is the soap container. This white plastic container. It comes out. And I'm not sure how this attached, because the one that I looked at, it's some instructions, and now I figured it out. But it goes on the wand, this is the wand. Okay, this is the pressure wand. Right here. This is the handle. And there are different tips that give you different pressure and different, width of pressure. This is a 15, and it's not extremely, a wide space of cleaning and spraying. And it has a little cup on here that this tip sits in, and it has a quick release, which is really nice. You don't have to do a whole lot of. Now, the hose, first of all, let me work this. This right here is where the garden hose goes, attached to your spigot for water. You put it on here. I bought brand new. I needed it for other things going on. But, I got a brand new garden hose. And the tip goes there. I don't even have this thing unwound yet, and with this sitting here, you can't really see. So, it goes on there. It's the other end that goes on there. It screws in here, and it even has a little filter, mesh filter to catch whatever. Now, once you connect this, not this end, but this end. This end right here. It fits inside of there. You screw it on. Lord have mercy. Then, like I said, this is your soap dispenser, and it attaches, I believe it attaches to I'm not sure what it attaches to. I'll tell you in a minute. But anyway. This is a terrible video, isn't it? So, this is your on and off button for the machine. Oh God, my arms, Jesus, I want y'all to see that, but there it is. This is the hose, and the hose attaches to the machine back here, and the other end of the hose attaches to the wand right here. And then that's where your water flow comes out. I'm gonna end up doing this video over because this is a bad video. Also, let me turn it around so you can get a view of everything. Okay, this is the electric plug that it plugs into your outlet. These are brushes, different brushes used for your rims or whatever it is you want to use it for. I haven't connected it on anything, but I used it as a single, just by itself, when I went out there to clean the rims without turning this on. Did a pretty good job. And not nearly as good as it would do if you had water pressure in it. And then you have this brush. This is the instructions. You get a pack of instructions. Nice little get up full of instructions that comes with it. And let's see if I can get this back in here without. Okay, let's just have some. There you go. The hose attaches to this back here, this piece back here at the back. Can you see it right here? And then the other end, it attaches to the wand. You turn it on, and these are your different, this is 25, 15, 25. This is 0. And this is 40. Now 0 is the one that is like, will blast your skin off. Okay. This, and this is, I say 0 because that's just like a straight jet, And then the 40 is the widest one, the most surface. You go by the triangle bottom down there. And then you have your 25, and then the 15 is a more narrow one. I like Sunjoe, and I'm going to tell you why. I bought a Sunjoe about 4 years ago. I bought a Sunjoe, maybe even more than that, chainsaw with an extension handle on it. And I love it. I have cut down some huge branches. You have to be careful with it though, because when you have something that's small, it will burn through the motor if you're not careful on how you handle it, and it can close up on you and get your blade stuck in there. Now I've had to, replace the blade pretty often because I was doing a lot. We have a lot of trees. We have a pretty good size lot, and it's always some kind of branch is falling. I've got a lot of tree work that I need to do now. Because after buying the van, I had to cut back my maple tree. The branches, they're hanging out so beautiful. But they were, anytime I pull up in the driveway, anytime I pulled up in the driveway, the branches are scratching the van. Nah. I already scratched it. unfortunately. Trying to park that thing in certain places, that people don't have the branches set up for it. So anyway, this is what it is. Now, when I go out to actually clean the van, because I went and bought some spot free to see, because I am not. You can see these bat wings on these. They haven't had a lot of exercise. They haven't had a lot of exercise. So, and I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it. That's a lot of wiping. That's for the younger. Okay. And so it has to be spot free and be able to dry itself. And, I got a leaf blower and I will blow it dry like as if it was going through. Because, that's not going to happen. But I love it so much. It drives like a car. It is the one thing I don't like about it. It has an additional air conditioner for the back because it was a passenger van. And that thing blows like a hurricane, just noisy, and you just get tired of hearing the noise. So, haven't yet, it's going to cost probably, I don't know what, but to get that either replaced or do something in addition to get it so that it's not so loud, or put another, whatever. So anyway, but I love my van. I blinged it out. My creative talents and bling things out. I love, sparkly stuff. And we went to a very nice, expensive hotel on this expensive area once. And the valet said, "Now, you know what?" He said, "Man, they loved it. We get every kind of very expensive vehicle in here, hundreds of thousands of dollars, Benzes, Phantoms, Rolls Royces, all of that, Ferraris, Aston and whatever, Martin and what, there everybody comes through there because very elite, we were just blessed to. And I said, man, we have never, ever in all the years we've been here seen a tricked out Sprinter like this. Y'all, you blinged it out. I did. I gotta fix it. But I guess, I get thumbs up on people that you don't even expect, to say anything to you, which is nice. I like that. It's not so much that I want somebody ooh and honor with me, but I like to bring a smile to people's faces. And I like to bring a situation where people want to connect and be kind to one another and say kind things. Have something in common. We've got to get to that place, people. Those of us that have sense and have any kind of humanity and upbringing, decent upbringing, to be kind to others, no matter what they look like. We have to make our parents or whoever it was that taught us proud. This has got to stop. And it's going to take us. Only God through us is going to work all things out. But it's going to take us in the flesh for him to use in order to get it done. His spirit resides in us that do have him. And there are just some people that they may not be born again, but they do have a respect and a reverence for God. Won't get you in heaven, but it does, help down here. We have got to make the biggest effort ever to prove these hate-filled, murdering, you got to prove them wrong. And we're the ones that have to do it. Being kind to each other, hold the door open for somebody extra. You know, ask how you doing today. You know, oh, you really look nice today. That's a cute skirt. That's cute shoes. Or just, just something. Just make sure you're not sounding harassing or anything. Don't be touching people. But we've just got to. That's all there is to that. It has to happen. I refuse to let my life be controlled by a bunch of hate-filled, demonic-minded, and demonic-possessed people. I will not let them control my life, cause me to fear, cause me to turn bitter. See, that's one of the main things that we cannot do, is allow people to allow us or trigger us to become bitter. It's like, well, there's a lot that can be painful and offensive to make you want to think, that's it, I am tired of trying to be nice to people. But we can't get like that. We have to, of course, walk with some caution. You don't walk with fear. Do not let fear start to gripping you. But you do walk with caution, head on swivel, heart protected and shield. Don't swallow anybody whole. But a kindness, a hello, a wave of the hand, a smile, you may save someone's life. So I just wanted to share my little pressure washer with you. It is and I'll take it out there while I'm trying to pressure wash. That's gonna probably be a ordeal. This is called the SP, S as in Sam, P as in pour, X as in extra. It's not spelled with an X, but you know what I mean. 3000 extreme. So I'm yet to know where to put this soap container, but I'll find out, and then I'll go over it a little bit more when we're outside and I'm actually spraying it off. It's pretty hot today. It got pretty warm, and I'm not complaining about that for the simple fact that I want it to stay warm, not hot like this, 90 degrees or whatever, but I do want it to be about 75, and that'll be perfect. And that's not a 666 sign. It's just like, okay, sign. That's why I keep my hands under, because I'm old school. I come from, and I am not used to all of that, craziness. But don't associate me with any secret society signs, and I don't have anything to do with any of that demonic mess. Okay? No, not at all. This is an on button. It's on, that's off. You turn it that way, it's on. Turn it back, it's off, straight up. So, there you go. This is the Sunjo Extreme 3000 pressure washer. And I'm grateful to God to have it. So, I hope you get you one or get something similar or something big, we got it. My husband found it and got it on. I don't know how he got it, but anyway, a discount price, and I'm just grateful to have it, because everything needs to be pressure washed. The house walls and all kinds of things are always getting dirty. We live in the country, and so you got bugs. There are always some kind of bugs somewhere on something. So anyway. God bless you and keep you. Smile. Don't let your heart be troubled. Jesus is here and now, and he has worked everything out for our good for those that love him and are called according to his purpose. No matter what the enemy tries to do to us, God has already worked it out for us. And we have just got to trust him, tap into him, do what he says and things the way he says do them. And it'll work out. I've seen him work some things out in my life that I just didn't know if I was going to make it. but I did. I'm right here right now, smiling anyway. So anyway, see you next time with the pressure washer. God bless.